You're probably familiar with the phrase, people only change when the cost of inaction outweighs the cost of change. Where change is only provoked after someone has hit a brick wall, reached rock bottom, and there's no other option than up. You might also already know that many people living today are living with just the right amount of comfort engineered into their lives, where there's no real desire or incentive to change. But at the same time, there's a constant deep inner struggle where they constantly ask themselves that, is this really it? If you're one of those people that's already chosen to begin the journey of change, and if you're tired of having all these old conversations that's been done to death over and over again, then this video is for you. I will share with you the 3 struggles that I have had personally experienced while being on this path, and the tips that I have for navigating each one to make this journey a bit smoother. The first of which is that when you're first starting out on an unconventional life path, whether it be your own business, doing your own creative project, etc., whatever it is, you gotta protect your mind frame, like your life depends on it. Because at the early stages, when your external scaffolding hasn't been created yet, when the results and visible proof haven't appeared yet, your mind frame is the only thing that's holding you up. Even taking a break and switching your brain off can feel like blowing out the only candle in the room, because there's no other source of light yet. Your business hasn't made money yet. No one's watching your creative project yet. You can't rely on any external source of energy yet. So it all has to come from you, which is why you need to protect your drive, protect your vision, and your mentality, because your whole inner structure and trajectory depends on it. Don't overshare your ideas with people who don't get it. Don't ask for feedback for people who are stuck themselves. And don't expect people to clap for you when there's nothing visible to clap for yet. Your job is to make sure you don't drop your self-belief halfway. The second thing that I learned is that just because you're not winning conventionally doesn't mean you can't thrive as an outlier. I fell into the trap of believing that I had to win conventionally before I could even think about thriving as an outlier. That I had to successfully thrive at a 9-to-5 job, successfully support a family, and successfully work my way up through promotions at some company, complete level 1, before I could make my way into level 2, which is to take an unconventional path. But here's the truth. The entire point of walking the unconventional path is that you don't have to compete and get trapped into a rigged conventional path anymore. If you waste your energy and time trying to do the conventional life path, then that defeats the whole purpose of going the unconventional route. If you don't necessarily need to be good at being a cog in the machine in order to be successful outside the machine. Just because you can't land a decent 9-to-5 office worker job doesn't mean your business ideas or your creative media ideas can't work. I never really succeeded in a conventional way. I didn't graduate into a high-paying job. I didn't have the typical social momentum that young people had in their early 20s. But not winning conventionally doesn't mean that you're not going to win. It just means that you have to play a different game, one with longer setup time and less upfront external validation. The biggest mistake people make is assuming that if you're not getting results through the standard system, like school, work, status, then that must mean that they're behind. Building something that's not recognized by the conventional system takes time, and it takes faith. It takes resisting the urge to jump back onto the conventional track, just because it has clearer metrics of success. Don't mistake the lack of traditional validation for a lack of potential. The third thing is thinking that your idea has to be revolutionary. That's the reason why most ideas never see the light of day. For some people, laziness or procrastination isn't what's holding them back. It's the idea that your idea isn't good enough for public consumption. But here's the thing, you only figure yourself out by releasing the early imperfect stuff. Most of the time, your ideas aren't going to be revolutionary, and that's okay. You'll never start if you wait for it to be revolutionary. You're not going to be a perfect swimmer the second you jump into the pool, but do you let that stop you from jumping in at all? So let's circle back. Taking a leap of change isn't some magical moment where suddenly everything works and goes into place, and you get momentum and praise. It's a long, quiet stretch where you act like someone who's already succeeded, without any proof you've actually succeeded. If you're on this journey of change right now, you're not alone. And feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.